Hey, it's Steve-O backstage at KDWB's Jingle Ball with Gnash.
What up?
True or false? This is your very first radio concert.
Absolutely true.
That you're performing at.
Yep.
This is huge,
Yeah.
right? How does this feel so far? What is this like?
It feels amazing. I'm really excited. I did my first red carpet about 3 minutes ago downstairs.
Yeah,
Got
how
a
did
bunch
that go?
Great. I smiled really big because I know those go to Google, and my mom's going to Google me
Yeah.
and see all the pictures, so I'd make sure I wore a good outfit.
Yeah, you
Even though it
did.
was
You
gonna
dressed
happen,
up.
but-
You dressed
yeah.
up. What are on the socks?
The socks are rubber duckies.
I like that.
Yeah, they're from Urban. and
You know what I like? Look, I have.
Oh, man, you got cool socks, too?
I got Sasquatch socks on.
Oh, dude. You're good.
Yeah, so I think we're good. So, your first radio show, your
Yeah.
first. I mean, this isn't your first show, obviously.
No, yeah,
but
a
what
couple
should
tours, but-
people expect tonight?
Well, it's a 10-minute set, so I did my
Yes.
best to make the best use of 10 minutes that I possibly could. I'm gonna do a couple songs and out the gate try to get people moving a little bit because I'm early and I'm gonna wake them up with the blood flow and everything.
Yeah. So it's gonna.
And
I mean,
then,
your big song right now that's on KDWB. It's everywhere.
I Hate You, I Love You. Yeah.
Yep. That song is not an upbeat like.
No,
Woo!
totally. Yeah, we're gonna take them on a bit of an emotional roller coaster today.
And I
so.
know you have a song called Home that
Yeah.
you shot, and I thought it was cool. You shot it at your parents' house.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So what was that like? I mean, is it the same dynamic that you have at home, or do they actually gonna listen to the director?
I mean, so basically what I did is I submitted, I think it was like around 30 different like specific anecdotes I remember from my
Okay.
life growing up.
Okay.
And then Bobby Brutale, the director, took
Okay.
those and like shaped them into the script
Okay.
and made them all lay over each other.
So what's the kind of stuff that didn't make it?
Bringing in a Christmas tree was one that was just a little
Okay.
bit too hard to accomplish, strictly because it wasn't Christmas tree season when we shot it. So it's very hard to get a Christmas tree.
Did you put in any of them like when you got in trouble for something like?
Yeah, well, there was one kind of like that, but then he morphed it. He combined them, so it was like about the time I was doing guitar lessons, I was getting in trouble for not practicing, and then he had it like my dad like sitting there and like making me practice kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which he never like made me practice.
Yeah.
I kind of did it off, but it was
Yeah,
like
he
that
didn't
kind
have
of
to like.
dynamic.
He wasn't standing behind you with
Right.
like a switch or something like that.
No,
going like,
totally.
we're gonna start doing
Totally.
it.
No, out the gate, it was I took guitar lessons and then I kind of stopped them, and then I found Jack Johnson and became obsessed and learned all his chord structures. So that's how I kind of learned to play. And
And then you DJ too, like when you were like 13.
when I start, that was another thing that we kind of left out of it was like when my dad got me the keyboard and the turntable that he got me that started me on DJing.
Now with DJing, it's like, what do you like more? What do you like making music or like DJing?
You know what? Like I love DJing because it's so fun and you get to control a vibe and a party and everybody has a great time when I'm in the room. But I love making music because you're supplying the music that potentially another DJ or myself could run. So it's kind of 50-50.
Do you ever get like confused? Like you hear something and you're like, did I come up with that? Or is that, Jack Johnson?
Oh man, I mean, I think that inevitably happens when like music happens, but like I love it. I can't really speak to that specifically because I don't even know an occasion like where.
Look, I have a
mean?
coworker that she's like, I swear to God, at one point in my life, I wrote Escapade, Janet Jackson, and
okay,
she's like,
yeah.
no, she didn't actually, but
Cool
like
story
in her
about
mind.
that, a really crazy story about that is Paul McCartney played a version of Yesterday called Scrambled Eggs for nearly 20 years. For every single person, if there was an acoustic guitar in a room and a person, he would play it for him and say, hey, have you ever heard this? And after 20 years and nobody knew it, he finally cut the record, or 10 years or whatever it is. So I think that's just something that plagues musicians inevitably because we're inspired by music and we come around to music. But yeah, man,
It happens. It's part. Well, you know what? First time on stage for like a holiday radio show. This is your first one. I'm excited for you, Gnash. Thank you so much for being
problem. Thanks
here
for having
with
me, man.
KDWB.
Yeah, appreciate it. Peace.